Demi Moore is up first. Hollywood loves a comeback story, and Demi has made her biggest comeback yet. Now, plastic surgeons have revealed the secrets of the celebrities who've, had the biggest glow-ups in recent years, and after being mocked over plastic surgery rumors in January 2021, Demi Moore, who's 62, was widely praised for her age-defying and wrinkle-free look at the Golden Globes this month, where she won Best Actress in a Motion Picture. Demi took home the first acting award of her career in January 2025, winning the Golden Globe for Best Actress in a Musical or Comedy for her role in the horror film The Substance. Now, she played a former A-list star who took a black market substance to regain her youthful looks, only to discover horrifying side effects. The star revealed how she could relate to the character because of her own body image issues. She said in an interview, I placed a lot of value on what my body looked like as being, a defining marker of whether I belonged or not, whether I could succeed or not. Demi Moore, has publicly admitted to a few cosmetic procedures. However, there's no way to know for sure what she has done, but based on her results, here's what procedures she may have recently had, according to a plastic surgeon named Dr. Ewan. So facelifts and neck lifts, which are two relatively invasive treatments that deliver long-lasting results. Both procedures help, tighten the skin, eliminate wrinkles, and remove unwanted fat in stubborn areas. While Demi Moore has not publicly admitted to getting either procedure, there are some signs of total facial rejuvenation. Her appearance is more youthful, defined, and contoured, so her skin also looks tighter, and she has no, noticeable fine lines or deep wrinkles. A blepharoplasty removes sagging skin above the eyelids and under eye bags. The procedure provides, permanent, long-lasting results and eliminates aging or sagging eyelids. After the procedure, patients look more awake and well-rested. Demi Moore's eye area appears to be smoother and more contoured than years before. Not only does she not have, under eye bags, dark circles, or wrinkles in that area, but she also looks more awake. These adjustments to her appearance suggest she's recently had that procedure done. These cosmetic procedures help, lessen the appearance of forehead wrinkles and frown lines as well, helping individuals achieve just a smoother, crease-free appearance. Demi Moore already has a very naturally well-defined, bone structure. A brow or forehead lift could have helped enhance her natural features, making her cheekbones more prominent. Her eyebrows also seem slightly raised, helping her achieve a more awake-looking appearance. Facial contouring using fillers and fat grafting can also help achieve a more sculpted appearance. Demi Moore may use, fillers and fat grafting to achieve high, well-defined cheekbones. Her appearance is notably more balanced, and just in previous years. She also seems to have contouring around her cheeks, jawline, and nose. Botox as well is presumed. Demi Moore, possibly uses Botox to maintain a youthful appearance and prevent new wrinkles from actually forming. Her complexion looks smoother than in previous years, but she doesn't look like she uses too much to maintain her appearance. Botox is all about finding the perfect amount to achieve next level results. Demi Moore's lips also look fuller than in previous years, which suggests, that she may have had some lip filler added as well. Dr. Ewan also suggested that Christina Aguilera has had some work done. From the moment she first set foot on stage, Christina Aguilera added a touch of magic to the world. As time has passed, she has, continually wowed audiences with her incredible vocal talents, business deals, and evolving looks. Most recently, though, the pop artist, has appeared on stage and on social media looking very young, very skinny, and more gorgeous than ever, to be honest. With such dramatic changes in such a short period of time, there's widespread speculation about what may be behind the 43-year-old's fresh face glow and trim physique. Seemingly, everyone is sharing an opinion on the visible shifts, from fans and industry people to medical professionals. But Dr. Ewan said that Aguilera has likely undergone a facelift to sculpt her cheekbones and smooth the lines between, her nose and lips. She has also likely undergone filler there, as well as, filler to her lips. And there are also suggestions that she used a weight loss supplement like Ozempic, although, she denies this, of course. Despite people's opinions, Christina has not openly discussed, the specifics, of her metamorphosis. However, the combination of a sleeker face and apparent weight loss has fueled a lot of speculation about whether it's plastic surgery, whether it's cosmetic procedures, or or, again, Ozempic rumors. Yet everyone seems to agree on one thing: she looks amazing. At times, Christina has appeared to have like a pillow face, kind of a puffy, overfilled look, often associated with the overuse of dermal fillers. However, in 2024, the pop artist's smoother, tighter skin suggests that, she shifted from traditional fillers to other treatments such as Sculptra or Radiesse. Now, Sculptra is a dermal filler offering minimally invasive, long-lasting skin rejuvenation by triggering the body's own collagen production. Sculptra injections create, firmer, plumper skin over time, and Radiesse adds volume while prompting collagen production. So unlike gel-based fillers, Radiesse consists of microscopic calcium hydropaxotite particles in a water-based solution and is typically well tolerated. Now, non-invasive treatments may account for much of Christina Aguilera's 2024 transformation. However, subtle facial, changes hint a bit that's possible it might be plastic surgery interventions, such as a facelift or eyelid surgery. Christina Aguilera's weight loss in 2024 has sparked a lot of speculation that the pop star may have used, again, Ozempic to achieve her very skinny physique. Now, many industry people have weighed in on how this type of weight loss can reshape your body image. Beyond her status, as a pop icon, Christina Aguilera has created a buzz in the public eye on platforms like TikTok, where users speculate about her weight loss and how she achieved her new look. Yet Christina seems to, be simply embracing life and her new appearance. So Christina actually told Glamour magazine, "Other people's opinions are not my business." Bad Bunny isn't safe from this plastic surgery secrets being revealed either. One of the most dramatic celebrity transformations debuted in recent years is his. Bad Bunny's plastic surgery rumors have been a subject of curiosity in recent years. While he hasn't confirmed any procedures, speculations about his appearance have surfaced over time. Now, his fans claim he looks a little different now, and they have pointed to possible lip fillers and nose reshaping as potential, alterations. Aged at just 30 years old, plastic surgeons say the rapper may have received filler in his lips and jawline to augment his facial features, as well as a nose job. Now, in case you don't know, Bad Bunny is a successful rapper and one of the most popular reggaeton artists. His album Un Verano Sin Ti was the most streamed globally in 2022 and has won several awards, including 3 Grammys. He was born in 1994 and raised in Puerto Rico. He has 2 younger brothers and was raised in the Catholic Church. Now, he attended church weekly with his mother and sang in the choir, actually. He later developed an interest, in artists he listened to on the radio, particularly Hector Lavoe and Daddy Yankee. The Bad Bunny stage name was actually birthed when Benito was forced to wear a bunny costume and was really angry about it. So, did Bad Bunny have a nose job? It's challenging to confirm this rumor, but many sources and plastic surgeons claim that the rapper did in fact receive a nose job. Jawline surgery as well, lip augmentation, which, would change his facial features. Now, the circulating Bad Bunny before and after plastic surgery photos have his fans in a frenzy as they try to figure out whether or not he underwent total face surgery. The sudden change in his jawline shape has further fueled the Bad Bunny teeth surgery rumor as well. But despite all of the rumors, it's worth noting that Bad Bunny has remained silent on the matter. In addition, Bad Bunny's transformation has triggered mixed emotions among, his fans. Some admire his courage to take the risk of experimenting with his face. At the same time, others are disappointed that he may have used plastic surgery to meet unrealistic and very unhealthy societal beauty standards. I think, if he likes it, I love it. Whatever makes you happy, do you. Another celebrity who's been exposed is Kristen Wiig. She showed off her dramatic new look at the 76 Emmy Awards. Now, the 51-year-old Despicable Me 4 star, who has previously ruled out a Bridesmaids sequel, that sucks, appeared radiant on the red carpet at the Peacock Theater amid speculation about plastic surgery. Dressed in a dazzling emerald gown, the Saturday Night Live icon exudes effortless charm. The red carpet appearance comes after a plastic surgeon revealed the cosmetic procedures he believes Wiig has undergone to achieve her age-defying transformation. Dr. Johnny Betterledge, based in the UK, suggests that her transformation, which he called not possible naturally, has basically brought it down to a facelift. He also claimed that she had Botox to smooth lines in her forehead, surgery to reduce skin above the eyes, and filler in the lips to give them more volume, all contributing adjusting to her new appearance. It's not the first time the mother of two has been hit with speculation over surgeries. I mean, after comments, circulated online last year that she had a nose job. Speaking in a TikTok viewed nearly 100,000 times, doctor actually said, looking at her from a few years ago, we can see some of the classic signs of aging, frown and forehead lines, hutting of the upper eyelids, under eye bags, and lower face laxity, sagging skin in the lower face as well. It's definitely not possible to then look like she does now a few years later without some non-surgical and surgical treatments. He continued, I can see some characteristic changes to her features. The frown and forehead lines have softened from Botox, her eyes appear more open from eyelid surgery, her nose is more contoured from a rhinoplasty, and the lips have more shape and volume from filler. He was comparing a picture of the star from 2013 where she appeared at the American Film Institute Festival in Hollywood to a photo of her from 2024 on SNL. Kristen, of course, has not responded to the allegations, but she's made comments in the past that people should go ahead and do what they want to do to feel better about themselves, so that kind of answers that.
Michael Jackson looked extremely different from the beginning of his career right up until his death. Now, a lot of people think this was due to plastic surgery and various health issues he had. One of the most noticeable changes was his nose. Now, he actually eventually admitted to getting a nose job in a 2003 documentary with Martin Bashir. He said, I had no plastic surgery on my face, just my nose. It helped me breathe better so I can hit higher notes. I'm telling you the honest truth. I didn't do anything to my face, he said. Then there was the issue of his skin color though. Michael told Oprah Winfrey back in the early 90s that he suffered from vitiligo, a skin condition that created pale blotches on his body. His dermatologist, Dr. Arnold Klein, confirmed that in 2009, saying his was bad because he began to get a totally speckled look all over his body. It was all over his body, but on his face significantly and his hands, which were very difficult to treat. Now, it's been rumored that he used bleaching cream to make his skin tone more even. However, other experts have claimed that Michael had a lot more done than just one nose job and skin lightening. Michael got his first nose job in 1979, and he claimed he got the surgery not because he wanted a smaller nose, but because he broke it during a dance rehearsal and needed an operation. But then he got it done more times. Now, LaToya Jackson appeared to follow in her brother's footsteps when it came to getting botched plastic surgery, especially on her nose. On October 13th, 2017, LaToya was spotted dashing out of a drugstore. Now, strangely, she was wearing a hairnet, leading sources to speculate that she'd undergone cosmetic work earlier in the day. Now, this is valid for people to assume because if you look at photos of her throughout the years, you can literally see her nose shrinking, and obviously that's not natural. As her face evolution was then reviewed by a panel of America's top plastic surgeons, and while none of them had treated LaToya, they all agreed that she's undergone the knife for multiple nose jobs. Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star Lisa Rinna turned heads recently, and not in a good way, due to how her face looked. Now, Lisa attended the 2024 Fashion Trust US Awards in Beverly Hills in April, but as soon as photos and videos were released to the star, people began questioning her looks, claiming that she had too much face filler. Now, Lisa then responded to the comments about her looks, saying that she used Skin Vive, which is described by the FDA as a gel implant or dermal filler that is injected in specific areas of facial tissue to add definition or reduce the appearance of lines and wrinkles. Now, she said this was not good for her. Skin Vive is not good for everyone, and it was not good for me. Luckily, we could dissolve it today. Phew, she wrote. Now, there were also concerns of her lip fillers that she's had in the past, as the silicone caused hard and bumpy scar tissue on her lips. Now, Madonna's face has been ever changing, and there's been a lot of speculation that she's gotten a lot of work done. But in 2023, she finally admitted that she had plastic surgery, but she has not revealed what the procedures were or how often she's gone under the knife. Board-certified surgeon Dr. Barry Winterbob, who reviewed before and after images of Madonna, said he saw signs of at least 12 cosmetic facial procedures, which he estimates would have cost multiple six-figure sums, which is not surprising at all. Now, accusations really came to a head after the singer presented an award at the 2023 Grammys. She looked nothing like her past self, and fans were calling her out on social media for her excessive plastic surgery. Now, it's been reported that she was affected by denied these comments, and she accused those of making the comments of ageism and misogyny at the time, but later admitted to having plastic surgery after posting a photo with the caption, "Look at how cute I am now that the swelling from surgery has gone down, lol." Now, this isn't the first time that fans have accused Madonna of trying out plastic surgery, as in the 1990s there were rumors that she was trying out Botox and was undergoing a nose job. She's never confirmed or denied these allegations, but looking at photos of her and comparing them, you can tell there's a huge difference, which you can't just attribute to aging. Now, Joan Rivers was the queen of plastic surgery. Joan passed away in September 2014, and afterwards her daughter Melissa wrote a memoir called The Book of Joan: Tales of Mirth, Mischief, and Manipulation as a tribute to her life. In the memoir, though, she revealed that Joan had 348 cosmetic operations over her life and was never happy with the way that she looked, which fed into her sense of being less than. Now, that is truly just insane to me. Now, when speaking about the plastic surgery, Joan said, "My motto is better a new face coming out of an old car than an old face coming out of a new car." Now, Joan admitted to having Botox injections, several nose jobs, an eye tuck, liposuction, and a few facelifts. Now, in the end, Joan passed away due to a botched elective surgery she was having on her throat, and every surgery had a risk, but she didn't care, which in the end contributed to her death. Heidi Montag went overboard when it came to plastic surgery. I'm honestly surprised that no one put a stop to it because it seemed so dangerous. In 2010, she had 10 cosmetic procedures done in one day. Yes, 10 of them. Now, the star was just 23 years old at the time, with the surgeries including a chin reduction, liposuction, a breast augmentation, a brow lift, rhinoplasty revision, facial fat injections, and an ear pinning surgery. Ahead of her operations, her surgeon told her that she would recover within a few months, but it actually took her over a year to get back on her feet and back to normal. "I could barely talk, my jaw, I had part of my chin sawed off. I mean, it was really a lot," she said. "We had to have houses at the house for months to help me recover." Now, she also had something really scary happen during the procedures that she finally spoke about in 2018. She told Paper Magazine that she actually died for a minute at the recovery center post-surgery, after she was given an incorrect dose of a painkiller. "My security guards called Spencer, who is her husband, and told him Heidi's heart stopped, she's not going to make it," she told the publication. Yeah, it's absolutely insane that she was able to get all of that done at the same time, and shame on the surgeon who did that to her. And now we have Tara Reid admitting to getting a botched boob job and body contouring procedures in the past. Now, in an interview, she said that she consulted a plastic surgeon in 2004 and she asked for big B's, but instead he gave her C cups and she didn't want them. Now, after the surgery, she immediately noticed that her nipples were deformed. But after 6 months of "it's going to get better," it started to get worse and worse. "I never thought I'd have nipples that looked like this," she said. Then, to make things worse, she had a nip slip on the red carpet at P. Diddy's 35th birthday party in New York. Now, it wasn't just the fact that she had a nip slip that made headlines, it was because it was revealed to the world that her boob job was botched. Now, instead of her areola being a perfect round circle, hers was different, as if a chunk had been cut out, and after the incident, Tara was labeled Franken nipple and later had to explain that her plastic surgery had gone wrong. She said, "I was already dealing with what it looked like, the last thing I wanted to happen was have the whole world see it." Now, she also had a procedure called body contouring done by the same surgeon and was unhappy with the results. "My stomach became the most ripply, bulgy thing," she said. "I had a hernia, this huge bump next to my belly button. As a result, I couldn't wear a bikini, I lost a lot of work." Years later, after doing some thorough research on doctors, she went under the knife again to get the previously botched jobs corrected. She says that she saw a therapist for about a year to get help with her confidence issues and she settled down. Thankfully, she seems to be happy with how she looks now, but I can't imagine all the physical and mental pain that she went through with those first surgeries.
Lindsay Lohan has been flooring fans with her glowing and youthful new face at recent public appearances, after taking a couple of years away from Hollywood. And now, a lot of folks are wondering, what did she get done? Well, enter Dr. Johnny Betteridge, an aesthetics doctor, and he claims that the star could have spent up to $300,000 in plastic surgery procedures to achieve this look. So Betteridge, if you're wondering his credentials, is the founder of the London-based clinic JB Aesthetics. He has a background in emergency medicine, intensive care, and anesthetics. And he shared a video listing all the cosmetic tweaks he believes the actress has undergone. So if we're gonna go through the list of the things that the Parent Trap star has had, we got a facelift, an upper eyelid surgery, a nose job, and a surgical brow lift. So he thinks she had some degree of surgical facelift, and it was likely done via an endoscopic approach, so it was minimally invasive. She had Botox, lip lift, lip fillers, veneers, and he was analyzing her skin in her latest photos, and he came to the conclusion that she had laser resurfacing and also a dermatologist-led skincare routine. So apparently if you combine the cost of everything, it's in the range of $200,000 to $300,000, and a lot of fans agreed in the comments saying, I think it's fantastic surgical work, she should absolutely promote her surgeon. Somebody else said she looks amazing, I wish I had $300,000. Like, she does look amazing. Now, when you look at her face and you think about how Lindsay Lohan looked in The Parent Trap, poor thing apparently really disliked her freckles during her younger years, and now people think that one of those procedures erased her freckles. So in contrast to everything I've said today, official reports do say that she's used no plastic surgery to achieve this new look. She's giving credit to a lifestyle change, a great glam squad, but like I think we all know better. She's saying that her appearance is just due to her healthy lifestyle. Which, hey, look, if you don't do substances and you eat really well like she said she does, and she loves to do cleanses, then sure, that explains why she would be glowing. The statement says she's constantly getting facials and other natural beauty procedures, she's doing Pilates, she's, in the best shape she's ever been, and I'm not saying that is wrong, but I'm saying I think it's all of that and also $300K on a brand new face. But like, hey, if you can afford it, get it. Now, speaking of new faces, pop superstar Christina Aguilera has been open in the past about her love for Botox, while maintaining an air of subtlety in her look. But if you've looked at her in the last 6 months, it's a little more drastic than just Botox, especially when she's looking like her genie in a bottle era again. She's got this gorgeous slim figure that could be tied to weight loss substances, she's got these sculpted cheekbones, and lifted fox-like eyes. So she's, once again, been open about getting cosmetic treatments in the past, but now she basically looks like she did in 2002. And if you're turning back the clock, that's 22 years, folks. Been a minute. So cosmetic surgeons claim that over the years the singer has had very expertly placed Botox to smooth wrinkles, filler in her lips, and a possible facelift to sculpt her face and lift her eyes. So if we'd like to consult an expert again, I'm a fan of doing that, Dr. Michael Basiri-Tarani, a certified plastic surgeon in New York, was like, yeah, she looks incredible. I think her face now looks a little more mature compared to 1999. She's always had great mid-face volume, so her cheeks were always pretty full, and she had a very strong jawline and chin, which now looks even more accentuated. So like I said before, she's got this perfectly placed Botox or whatever alternative in her forehead and her eye areas, because you want to fine-tune the complexion, smooth out the lines, but that's not a permanent fix. That lasts like 3 to 4 months. But the big difference that we're all noticing is the upper third of her face. She's doing what a lot of people have been doing in the last 7 years, which is making her brow more angular and stronger. That draws the eye, it makes it appear like there's a bit more of that fox eye look that's all the rage these days. Now, another expert surgeon claims she might have undergone a deep plane facelift to lift her eyes. So apparently this procedure is more advanced than a traditional facelift. It involves lifting and repositioning deep layers of facial tissue, so it avoids the dreaded artificial pulled look of some traditional facelifts. Also, she's had a nose job, but it's very subtle, just gives her more of a pointed look, because like if you look at her nostrils closely, they're a little different. And then obviously her cheekbones and her jawline are sharp these days. And don't get me wrong, she looks fantastic, it's just very obvious. In August of 2022, TikTok user @Caroline_in_the_City accused Kim Kardashian of photoshopping the muscles in her neck and shoulders, and this was in a photo promoting her collaboration with Beats by Dr. Dre. So to expose the alleged edit, the TikTok influencer reverse photoshopped the picture to highlight, and that reverse Photoshop made the distortion in the pool water behind Kim look more normal. And let's see, this is not the only instance of bad Photoshop. Earlier this year, fans noticed that Kim's cell phone was warped in a mirror selfie that she shared, which is a telltale sign that an image has been manipulated. And she's not the only Kardashian that's in trouble. 2019, Kourtney was caught photoshopping a picture of herself lying in a bubble bath because a lot of people noticed her thigh disappeared. And you don't just lose a thigh, folks. And her edits didn't appear to be limited to photos. She was very guilty of using a filter that made her face thinner in an Instagram video back in 2021. And this was a post to promote her makeup line. So a lot of folks were like, hey, your walls are wrong and the door changed shape. And I'm sorry, structurally, those things need to be like this and not like that. But, and here's a big one, not a lot of people expected the sisters' use of filters and Photoshop to extend past their own socials or their family reality show, and were very surprised when NBC manipulated Kim's face during an appearance on The Tonight Show. Yes, we're gonna go back to Kim for a moment, folks. So there's an Instagram account, Problematic Fame, and this was formed to spread awareness on how Instagram can impact beauty standards, and they're really great for finding all these Photoshop and editing fails, so props to them. They shared a selection of comparison screen grabs that they'd taken of Kim throughout the episode, and it draws attention to the aesthetic inconsistencies in her face. So in one grab, there's natural creasing around Kim's eyes, blemishes on her skin, but then fast forward, her skin is flawless, incredibly smooth. And the blurring filter is so noticeable. Kim's face is softened, it's slightly out of focus, kind of old Hollywood-ish. Now, these photos were discussed on Reddit, and a lot of folks were very disappointed that Kim's true appearance was being hidden. Especially, she looks great. She doesn't need it. Somebody literally said, I don't get it. She looks so pretty even when you can see her zit. I would never edit it if I had that face. Now, once again, I do get that body dysmorphia is a thing, and somebody else did bring that up because it's just sis, stop with the filters and plastic surgery and go to therapy. Somebody asked a really great question though. Do you think we as media consumers ever see her real face, or is it always filtered in one way or another? And somebody pointed out something that was very interesting to me. Kim was promoting her new skincare line on the show, which I get that might be why she wanted to look perfect. But you also want to be realistic about what you're promoting. And somebody did highlight this, saying she wanted people to believe she has flawless skin. But ooh. Somebody said this next statement, and I couldn't agree more, the Kardashians should not be allowed to edit all their images and videos and TV appearances, because their brand is them. And if it's a complete lie, then where's the false advertising allegations? Lil' Kim is another celebrity whose face has looked drastically different at multiple events. So apparently her team did speak out saying we would like to inform fans, the media, the general public, this is just conjuring up publicity, and what better way to do so than to take an American music icon and create a fictitious platform in which to disrespect and humiliate. And I don't think anybody's trying to disrespect or humiliate Lil' Kim, they're just trying to see what the truth is. So sure, yes, her team did try to dismiss the rumors, and I get it. But a lot of folks think that the rappers had quite a few enhancements. One plastic surgeon, a Dr. Jennifer Levine, said it's very clear she's probably used chemicals, acid to try and lighten her skin. They believe, once again, the eyes. The eyes are really telling these days, folks. That's the big surgery. Now, Lil' Kim has opened up about getting a nose job in the past. That was totally a need thing. But come on.
In an appearance on Running Wild with Bear Grylls in 2016, Friends star Courtney Cox revealed she regrets getting some filler. During her appearance on their survival skills reality TV show, Courtney Cox said, "Getting older is not the easiest, but I have learned lessons. I think I was trying to keep up with being older. I have done things I regret, and luckily there are things that dissolve and go away. So that's good, but that's not always my best look." She did let those things dissolve shortly after. Quite a bit later, in a 2022 interview with the Sunday Times, Courtney revealed that she thought she looked really strange after getting her procedures, and that what she had done to her face she would never do now. Kenny Rogers is an absolutely iconic man, known for hits like She Believes in Me and Don't Fall in Love with a Dreamer. The late singer has fans all over the world. Most fans were shocked when Rogers revealed a pretty major transformation in the early 2000s. His 2013 memoir, Luck or Something Like It, Rogers gives an explanation as to why he got the facial procedures done, saying that he did it because he was trying to keep up with the younger stars coming in and wanted a bit of a revamp. A A 2012 visit to CBS This Morning echoed this sentiment. He also shared in this 2012 interview that he regrets it. He said, "I had the money to do it and I had time off and I regret that. But the truth is, I don't know what I would have looked like if I hadn't done it." The part that he has gone on record saying that he regrets the most was his eye job. This happened in a 2006 interview with People. He said that the eye job was too tight around the eyelids for him and that it drives him crazy. But he had found the humor in the situation thanks to friend Dolly Parton, the country queen herself and Roger's duet partner on the hit track Islands in the Stream. Apparently, Dolly used to tease him about the various surgeries. In an interview with Anderson Cooper, Kenny Rogers confirms all of this, saying, "Dolly and I used to laugh about it. I think he looks just fine after, but I can understand why he might have been upset with the after pictures." Khloe Kardashian has famously admitted that she was not happy with some of her procedures, specifically the fillers she had done in her face in 2015. According to the Daily Mail, Khloe allegedly said, "It did not work for me, I looked crazy, and I still think the effects are in there. I went to have it all dissolved like 3 times. The fillers were done shortly before then-husband Lamar Odom's accident. Khloe revealed that when she had spoken to her doctor about the mess-up fillers, he said, "I think it's just too much was happening to your real emotions, so she tried to get the fillers dissolved." Khloe was overall not thrilled about the situation, saying, "It was a bummer and now I'm afraid to do it again, and I'm almost like I swear things are still in my face." The entire thing was a pretty major reveal to Kardashian-Jenner fans, as Khloe has adamantly denied having any filler in the past. Just recently, Khloe has confirmed that she has had a nose job and has one regret about it, that she didn't do it sooner. That was shared via her Twitter accounts. Cameron Diaz disliked the way Botox made her look. She revealed this fact in a 2014 interview with Entertainment Tonight. The star of Charlie's Angels and Shrek shared that she has tried Botox before, where it was like a tiny little touch of something. It changed her face in such a weird way. She'd rather see her face aging than a face that doesn't belong to her at all. She went on to say that she doesn't want to smooth out the smile lines because that means she's smiled her whole life. While Botox might not be the choice for Cameron Diaz, she has no judgment towards people who do choose to get Botox. Ariana Grande is in a similar boat. In her Vogue beauty secret tutorial that was posted to Vogue's YouTube on September 12, 2023, Ariana shared that she has had a ton of lip fillers over the years and Botox, but now she's over and done with it. Ariana has disclosed that she wants to now see herself age naturally. Like Cameron Diaz, Ariana Grande wants to see her well-earned cry lines and smile lines. She continued to share that she stopped all those procedures back in 2018 because, in her words, she felt like hiding because it felt too much. While she did seem to be done for now, she isn't ruling anything out for the future. She's leaving the door open for the possibility of a facelift, but not for a long time, like at least 10 years. But even then, it's only a maybe, so we'll check back in a decade. Star of The Hills, actress Heidi Montag has made many headlines, but specifically in the field of cosmetic surgery. She is known for undergoing 10 surgeries in one day in 2010. 10 in one day at age 23. For the face specifically, she had a brow lift, Botox, and a chin reduction, plus more. In a 2012 interview with Access Hollywood Live, Heidi revealed she was definitely way in over her head, and she only wanted a few enhancements and then it kind of got out of hand. Further going on to say, "I wasn't really told the repercussions and what would happen, emotionally and physically, and the pain I would be in. It was kind of a shock." As of that 2012 interview, Heidi hadn't received any additional work, wanting to focus on being healthy, alive, and strong in her words. Right after the surgery, she was open to more, but that has changed, especially more recently. In a 2019 interview with Cosmopolitan, Heidi shared her 32-year-old perspective on things, saying, "I was way too young to make such life-changing decisions, and I was under so much pressure because it was the beginning of comment sections and negativity and hate on the internet. Being in the Hollywood spotlight is never easy, and I'm glad she has found peace with the situation." Jennifer Grey has regretted her nose job that she received in 1989, not necessarily because it didn't look good. I think she looks great either way. It's just when she changed her nose, it changed her whole face, and she was suddenly unrecognizable. This decision went on to hurt her career. She had just done the iconic film Dirty Dancing, yet she wasn't getting hired much after in Hollywood, probably because she looked so different. At least, that is what Jennifer Grey thinks. She said, "I went into the operating room a celebrity and came out a anonymous, going further, saying, "I'll always be this once famous actress nobody recognizes because of a nose job." Though it was hard for her to get roles, she wasn't completely out of the game. She had some guest appearances on Friends and House, as well as a few TV movies. She did famously win the 2010 season of Dancing with the Stars. Makes sense. Kylie Jenner has one of the most famous pouts in the world, making a considerable amount of money off the lip kits she created so you can have one too. However, she hasn't always loved her lips. It's no secret that Kylie has had lip injections, but in a 2016 interview with Allure, and also her sister, Kim Kardashian, Kylie admitted that she definitely made her lips a little too big at one point. Kim agreeing with her. Kylie did explain herself, saying, "I got excited and I felt I needed to do a lot, and then you guys were like, Kylie, you need to chill, and then I had to go back and have it fixed, and it was a crazy process. Thank God I didn't end up on Botched." She regrets going overboard with the filler, but not getting it in the first place. Kylie's lips have definitely become a main part of her brand now, and I think they look great, and she seems way happier with them now. Just recently, on March 8th, Kylie sat down with the New York Times and shared some insight how she feels now, saying, "It's just years and years of not feeling like my face or looks are accepted. There's nothing anyone could ever say now that would hurt me." Melanie Griffith is known for working girl Lolita and giving birth to Madam Web herself, Dakota Johnson. Love Dakota, but this ain't about her. Melanie Griffith sat down with Vanity Fair in 2017 to discuss life, love, and her past plastic surgeries. She said she hadn't noticed something was up with the procedures and the amount she was receiving until outside parties started pointing things out. Griffith shared she was hurt by constant comments like, "Oh my god, what has she done?" and decided to take matters into her own hands. She started visiting a different doctor to get everything fixed up. She went on to say, "I went to a different doctor and he started dissolving all of this stuff that this other doctor had put in. Hopefully I look more normal now." I think she looks great and is rocking it on the red carpet. She has appeared alongside her daughter Dakota on a few and has been in a few films more recently, like The Disaster Artist. She was also in Stuart Little 2 as a little bird. That's not on topic or important at all, but it is important to me. Sharon Osbourne seriously regretted a 5-hour facelift she had back in 2021. In her own words, she thought she looked like a cyclops because one eye was different to the other. She was able to joke about the situation, saying, "All I need is a hunchback." The TV personality told the Sunday Times that the procedure was a full facelift and that she looked like one of those mummies that they wrap with bandages. It's a few years later though, and Sharon Osbourne, in my opinion, doesn't look like these descriptions at all. She looks great right now. Well, she was, and I cannot stress this enough, not very happy with the results, and neither was her husband, Ozzy Osbourne. He told her, "I don't care how much it costs, we'll get it redone." And she did. Sharon did have to wait until her face was fully healed before she could head back in the room, but eventually she was able to go back in and have everything corrected. Sharon is no stranger to cosmetic procedures and has openly spoken about the ones she's received in the past. While speaking to The Times, she revealed that she has had a tummy tuck, lifts to multiple body parts, breast implants, and Botox, as well as 3 facelifts. But it looks like Sharon Osbourne might be done with it all. In an interview with The Sun in April of 2023, she reveals that the previously mentioned disaster facelift has put me off and it frightens me. I really pushed it with the last facelift and I am now like, no more. Lindsay Lohan has always been beautiful, but recently fans have noticed that the star has been literally glowing while promoting her latest film ventures. She looks better than ever, which could be due to confidence and a well thought out skincare routine, but one online aesthetics expert believes it was due to the actress spending some time in the cosmetic enhancements chair. Dr. Betteridge is the founder of a London-based cosmetic treatment office, JB Aesthetics. He posted a video to his office's social media accounts breaking down the treatments he believed that Lohan received, stating that the actress might have gotten a facelift, nose job, brow lift, and upper eyelid surgery, among other treatments like fillers, Botox, and veneers, plus more. He said that the monetary total for all of this likely would have been around $200,000 to $300,000. A steep price tag, but she does look incredible, so if she did get everything the doctor believes that she did, then it worked out in her favor. What Lohan herself has said about her transformation is that her glow is coming from her skincare routine. The routine might appear pretty low maintenance, use, but it works for the actress. She said in an interview with Allure that the main ingredients to her glow were moisturizers, eye patches, and the occasional laser treatment. Melanie Griffith is known for Working Girl and Lolita, but pretty soon all people were chatting about were her cosmetic enhancements. Melanie Griffith sat down with Vanity Fair in 2017 to discuss life, love, and her past plastic surgeries. She said she hadn't noticed something was up with the procedures and the amount she was receiving until outside parties started pointing things out. She shared she was hurt by constant comments like, "Oh my gosh, what has she done?" and decided to take matters into her own hands. She started visiting a different doctor to get everything fixed up. She went on to say, "I went to a different doctor and he started dissolving all of the stuff that this other doctor had put in. Hopefully, I look more normal now." She looks great and is rocking it on the red carpet. She's appeared in a few films more recently, like The Disaster Artist. Yolanda Hadid shared in a 2019 post that she was living free from pretty much everything that she had previously done to her body. Over the years, Hadid had received breast implants, fillers, and Botox, but after learning about the health effects, she was over it and wanted it all gone. In a post to her Instagram, Hadid wrote in the caption an explanation for why she had everything removed, writing, "Your health is your wealth." She then went on to issue a warning to anyone who was thinking about getting work done like she had, writing, "Please make educated decisions, research the partial information you're given by our broken system before putting anything foreign in your body." She claimed that she finally felt like she accepted herself for who she was and felt free, finishing off the post with, "Beauty has no meaning without your health." Simon Cowell recently shared that he knew it was time to get his filler removed when he ended up scaring his own son. Cowell has admitted to getting work done in the past, and as a judge for popular talent competition shows like X Factor and America's Got Talent, he is used to being on the TV and having to put his best face forward. So he's not opposed to getting some work done, confirming he's gotten some Botox and fillers, but he admitted he may have gone a little overboard. Pretty soon, all people were talking about when it came to Cowell was his appearance. In 2022, he shared he was done with all the fillers because they made him look a little bit scary. In his words, he looked like something out of a horror film. He could tell when he crossed a line, saying, "There was a stage where I might have gone a bit too far. I saw a picture of me from before the other day and didn't recognize it as me." He also shared that his son was in hysterics over his enhanced look. He definitely seems more comfortable in his appearance in more recent photos. Friends star Courtney Cox received backlash from the media for years for her appearance. Many people called the star out for overusing fillers and altering her appearance to the point where the actress did end up dissolving the fillers in 2017. Speaking on the experience, Courtney Cox said, "You don't realize that you look a little off, so then you keep doing more because you look normal to yourself, and you don't realize what it looks like to the outside person. It's not surprising that the Friends star dissolved the filler. A year before, she appeared on the Running Wild with Bear Grylls show and shared that she regretted getting the filler done and that she was grateful that the work she did get done could be dissolved. A 2022 interview has the actress claiming that she would never do that level of cosmetic work now. Courtney Cox has always looked great throughout the years, and I'm glad she's feeling more confident than ever. Angela White has reversed more than just her cosmetic procedures. In fact, you might better recognize the other name she's used for a long time, Black China. Miss White has decided to go by her birth name again and has also recently decided to dissolve her facial fillers, reduce her breasts, and remove the silicone injections in her lower half. She kept her fans in the loop on Instagram, sharing on the app that she just wanted all the ladies out there to know, do not get silicone shots, you can get sick, you can pass away, have complications, and all this crazy stuff. So she made her new stance on this particular cosmetic enhancement incredibly clear. The reasoning behind the shift in perspective was the star was just tired of the look, deeming it not flattering for her as it isn't what she looks like. She debuted her new/old face on the red carpet for the Elements magazine cover event. Sharon Osbourne underwent a 5-hour facelift back in 2021, only to have to completely redo everything once she saw the results. In her own words, she thought she looked like a cyclops because one eye was different to the other. The TV personality told the Sunday Times that the procedure was a full facelift and that she looked like one of those mummies that they wrap with bandages. Sharon Osbourne definitely doesn't look like any of those monsters that she is referencing today, and that is because she was, and I cannot stress this enough, not very happy with the results. And neither was her husband, Ozzy Osbourne. He told her, "I don't care how much it costs, we'll get it redone." And she did. She had to wait until her face had fully healed before she could head back in, but eventually she was able to have everything corrected. Sharon is no stranger to cosmetic procedures and has openly spoken about the ones she's received in the past, but it looks like Sharon Osbourne might be done with it all. In an interview with The Sun in April of 2023, she revealed that the previously mentioned disaster facelift has put her off of all of them and it frightens her. "I really pushed it with the last facelift and now I'm like, no more." Khloe Kardashian is another celebrity that had such bad luck with her fillers she had no choice but to remove it. She also once implied that she feels a bit haunted by the past fillers. Khloe got fillers in 2015 but didn't actually admit to getting them until 2016, which was actually a shock to fans since the reality TV star was always so against getting work done. Speaking on her cosmetic work, Khloe said, "It did not work for me, I looked crazy, and I still think the effects are in there. I went to have it all dissolved like 3 times." She also revealed that her face went numb. However, there might be a legit reason why the fillers did not work for her. Khloe had gotten them just before a major traumatic event in her life, and her doctor later shared with her that her emotions at the time might have actually impacted those fillers. Khloe shared how she felt about everything now that it's over, saying, "It was a bummer, and now I'm afraid to do it again, and I'm almost like I swear things are still in my face." It's unfortunate she'd had such a horrible experience with the fillers. However, she has made it very known that she loves her nose job. John Stamos, though, had 2 nose jobs early in his career. He claims the first one was just so bad he had to get the second to make him look more like himself. Sharing in his memoir, "If You Would Have Told Me," the actor shared that as a child he was bullied for the shape of his nose. His nickname was Big Nose Stamos. When he started making it big in Hollywood, he decided to get a nose job. Unfortunately, it didn't come out quite right and he hated it. He claimed it really didn't suit him. In the memoir he wrote, "I'm not all that happy with it. My nose looks kind of pushed up like Peter Pan or something." Unfortunately for the actor, he had to wait until his next gap between projects before he could fix the botched nose job. Stamos claims he went to the plastic surgeon that worked with Michael Jackson, so he would be in good hands. He was able to joke about his own procedure, finishing off the section of his book with, "I haven't even been on the show General Hospital for a year, and I've already graduated from the youthful newbie to the double nose job guy." American TV personality Christina Hall shared with her Instagram followers that she removed her under eye filler. Hall wrote on a before picture with the filler that the reason why she felt the need to make the change, writing that she'd had a reaction to it and the under eye area got super swollen and refused to go down even after giving it time. Using a combo of enzymes and ultrasound frequency treatments, the star was able to reduce the swelling and dissolve the fillers. In the after photo she wrote, "Never again," and you can clearly see that the swelling has all but disappeared.
So back in August of 2022, TikTok user at Caroline in the City accused Kim Kardashian of photoshopping the trapezius muscle around her neck and shoulders in a photo promoting her collaboration with Beats by Dre. To expose the alleged edit, the TikTok influencer reverse photoshopped the picture to highlight that doing so made some distortion in the pool water behind our lovely girl look more normal. Let's see. This isn't the only instance, folks, of some photo flubs. Earlier this year, fans noticed that Kim's cell phone was warped in a mirror selfie she shared, which is a telltale sign Photoshop has been involved. The photo is false. Back in 2019, Kourtney Kardashian was caught photoshopping a photo of herself. Followers were like, "Hey, where's your thigh, girl?" And these edits aren't just in photos. She was found very guilty of using a filter that made her face thinner in an Insta video back in 2021. This was a photo where she was promoting her makeup range, and a lot of folks were like, "Hey, the walls behind you kind of concave, and your door has changed shape. So unless you're doing some remodeling on the go, we're in trouble." But here's the thing, and here's where this is kind of why we're talking about them today. The filters extend past the social media. They go beyond. These filters have been used on like NBC. Apparently, they manipulated Kim's face during an appearance on The Tonight Show. So like if you look at a, let's say, red carpet photo or a candid versus that, oh my goodness. Instagram account at Problematic Fame was formed to spread awareness on all of this, on how Instagram can impact beauty standards, and they're pretty well known for highlighting celebrity Photoshop and editing fails, and I'm really grateful to them. So they shared a selection of screen grabs that they'd taken of Kim throughout the episode, and I was like, hey, there's some inconsistencies in her face. So in one grab, there's natural creasing around Kim's eyes, some blemishes on her skin, but then flash forward, her skin's now flawless. It's incredibly smooth. I get it, a blurring filter is cute, I've used it, my foundation is not always this good, but like having your face softened and slightly out of focus all the time, that's just unrealistic. Now these photos hit Reddit, and that's where a lot of people like to debate things, and a lot of folks were disappointed that Kim's true appearance is being hidden from fans. Somebody said, and I quote, "I don't get it, because she looks so pretty even when you can see her zit. I would never edit if I had that face." And another added, and this is the comment that really stood out to me, "Her body dysmorphia is insane. Sis, stop with the filters and plastic surgery and go to therapy." Somebody else added, "Do you think we as media consumers ever see her real face, or is it always filtered in one way or another?" Now folks, you're gonna kind of laugh about this. Kim was literally on the show to promote her new skincare line. fine. And I get it, you want your skin to look perfect when you're promoting skincare, but it needs to be realistic. Not perfectly flawless, not Instagram perfect. You want it to be something that people can actually attain? Or either I'm just talking out of my Somebody else really said, and I quote, "Folks should not be allowed to edit all their images and videos and TV appearances. The Kardashian family, their brand is their looks, and it's just a complete lie when you look at it like this." In January of 2022, eagle-eyed fans were like, "Hey, Khloe Kardashian, you're photoshopping your photos too," and like, to a big extent. So she had a photo of her daughter True at Disneyland with her cousin, and people had questions. Don't worry, we'll get to the faces in a moment, folks. So she did admit to the botched editing job 3 months later when she accidentally shared that she was taking her family to the magical theme park for the first time, and when everybody was like, "Hey, girl, what?" She came clean. She was like, "Oh no, I have this one up. Let's focus on something else." And it's like, okay, that is such a non-statement, but whatever. Well, let's go back to last year, 2023. She shared this glam photo on Insta, and she was unrecognizable. Okay, almost unrecognizable, but you get my point. She said, and I quote, "Old photo, but I like it." This was a photo of herself with a super high blonde ponytail, bold eyebrows, and in an attempt to tone down the hate from people who were like, "Girl, you've got a whole new face," she turned off comments, which, like, I know, you know, if you turn off comments, it means you don't want people to be speculating, or you want people to speculate, but you don't want to see it. Because she's confessed to digitally altering her photos in, and I quote, "the same way I throw on some makeup, get my nails done, or wear a pair of heels to present myself to the world the way I want to be seen, and it's exactly what I will continue to do unapologetically." I get it. I do. I understand altering your images to fit your view of it. But you kind of have to remember that you gotta show you at the end of it, or else your brain is not gonna be great. Trust me, been there. So Lil' Kim is another celebrity whose face has looked drastically different at a lot of times in her life, and we've gotta talk about it. So her team did speak out at one point because apparently a blog post was saying some things they didn't like, and they said, and I quote, "We would like to inform fans, the media, and the general public that this is nothing more than the blog site doing its best to conjure up much needed publicity, and what a better way to do so than to take an American music icon and create a fictitious platform in which to disrespect and humiliate. We at Team Lil' Kim are not taking this lying down, and we are taking this matter very seriously." So sure, her team did dismiss rumors of plastic surgery, but like the heavily filtered photos, the way her face has been completely pulled in, So I turned to the internet, did some looking up, and there's a couple of plastic surgeons that had opinions. One, Dr. Jennifer Levine, thinks that Lil' Kim's had a lot done. She said it's very clear there's been some skin bleaching, she's probably used chemicals, which contain very high doses of acids on her face, combined with high acid creams to lighten her skin, and they're pretty sure she's had her facial features altered. Her eyes, folks. The eyes aren't just the windows to the soul. Things don't always stay that tight. Now, Lil' Kim did open up about a nose job during a radio interview back in 2005. She explained that somebody had broken her nose by force, and the surgery was done afterwards to restore her appearance. But I'm sorry, your face doesn't get that pulled in just from a nose job. Or, I don't know what I'm talking about. Australian supermodel Miranda Kerr kinda had a bit of a whoopsie a couple of years back. She tried to deny that she knowingly posted a photoshopped image of herself, and people called her out for it. So I think it was like 2013, she uploaded a photo of herself and some model friends. They were backstage at the 2012 Victoria's Secret fashion show, and she wanted to wish everybody good luck on the 2013 show. Like, she captioned it, "Sending love and best wishes to the angels from Japan, XXX, kisses, hugs, we love it." Well, the photo kinda went viral. Look, she's got 2.6 million Instagram followers, or something along those lines. And a lot of folks were like, hey, you've modified this. Like, she had posted that photo the year before, and now all of a sudden, her entire body is more narrow, her facial features are more defined, and like, sure, alright. She went online and was like, no, I just like, it is what it is. Now, while a lot of fans continue to berate the model for the mistake, a lot of folks were like, oh my gosh, no worries, it was an honest mistake, people just like to hate, and it's like, no, people are just observant and they're gonna call you out for really altering yourself like that because it's not healthy. So at one time, Mickey Rourke was arguably the most devastatingly handsome actor in Hollywood. Like, he was a latter-day James Dean or Marlon Brando. But years of alterations and photoshopping have gradually left him in a very interesting way of looking. More of a character actor moment. Maybe we thought early on that his acting would be more important to him than his looks, but it looks like somewhere along the timeline, his vanity got the better of him, and I don't know, man. Like, sure, over decades as an amateur boxer before he went to New York to pursue his acting, he clearly managed to avoid getting his nose busted in. It was around 1990 when he decided to start playing facial fun. Like when you look at all the facelifts he's had, the way his forehead used to be so expressive and now it's very like smooth and shiny. It looks like a balloon. He can't smirk anymore. Once again, the eyes, folks. His eyes are pinched. The crow's feet, gone. The eyebrows don't move. It's just not it. So like many other celebrities, Kim Kardashian stepped out in style at the 2024 Vanity Fair Oscars party earlier this year, and sharing a series of photos to her Instagram page afterwards, she posed in a custom Balenciaga gown. She paired it with black heels, black sunglasses. She looked very fab. On her Insta story, she went on to share a couple more snaps from, once again, the iconic Vanity Fair event. There was heaps of A-listers. We're talking Sofia Vergara, Demi Lovato, and then later on, fans were given a much closer look inside the party thanks to the New York Times. They had a series of exclusive photos from the event that were captured by photographer V. Nina Westervelt. Remember that name, folks. They posted a carousel of photos of celebs from all circles: Billie Eilish, Sydney Sweeney, Christopher Nolan, Ice Spice, and of course, Kim. And while Kim looked stunning in Westervelt's photo, fans quickly pointed out that she looked noticeably different in comparison to the pictures that she'd shared herself from the same night. So if you don't know, Kim has previously admitted that she does edit and approve all images taken by her personal paparazzi, the ones she hired in 2019 before they're shared publicly. So taking to the comments of the New York Times photos, one person joked, "Unedited photo of Kim, she's gonna hate this." Somebody else said, somebody forgot to touch up the Kardashian photo. It's nice to see them in real lighting with human features though. And hey, maybe it's a shock to see them in motion and without their own edits like real people, and just overall, ouch. Want some ice for that burn? Now, this all actually came around about a year after another seemingly unedited photo of Kim surfaced online, with fans at that time, a year ago, pointing out how different she looked, once again, in comparison to her own Insta page. So if you didn't know, back in March 2023, model Lohan shared a photo with Kim that didn't appear to be edited. And a lot of folks were like, "Hey Kim, what's going on? Why are we doing this? These two things don't look alike." Even though if we were playing a game of like match 2, they're supposed to be the same. In December of 2020, Jennifer Lopez made headlines when she insisted that the secret to her flawless complexion is olive oil. So she spoke out ahead of the launch of her JLo Beauty skincare range, with products such as her That JLo Glow Serum, a sunscreen, a dietary supplement, a face mask, a cleanser, and Wonder Cream, all formulated with the kitchen staple. Speaking to news outlets at the time, she said, she was praising olive oil. She's like, "It's a secret I've used over the years because it really does work." And she went on to encourage people to be very vigilant with sunscreen, which that's been proven to be good. And she did explain that one of the big things she would encourage everybody to do from the time they're really young, maybe young, is wear sunscreen every day. That's a big skincare secret that people kind of do but don't do. People use moisturizers but they don't put on sunscreen every day. And she said that's something she's done from the time she was 22. But here's the thing. Sure, wear sunscreen. Absolutely, I can't praise this enough. But going back to that whole olive oil thing, so there's an eagle-eyed fan that spotted more than one way that Jennifer maintains her super smooth and glowing skin in videos and photos. Thank you TikTok user at Need the Deets, because they exposed the trick when they uploaded a clip from one of Jennifer's social media posts, which highlighted the moment an apparent filter glitched. Literally, they said wait for the filter to fall off to see JLo's real skin texture. So this was a video that was a promotion for sport water, and in the footage, Jennifer looks absolutely flawless. She's talking about going to the gym, but sure enough, at one point she leans closer to the camera and her skin looks much less fake. Now she quickly readjusts herself just like I did, making the glitch a blink and you'll miss it moment, but viewers still found the filter slip up kind of hilarious. Like somebody said, the way she jumps back when she realizes, and somebody else said I love how the filter deactivated on telling, literally snitched on cue. And a lot of folks online argued that it really isn't appropriate for JLo to digitally enhance her skin when she's selling skincare products. They're like, y'all, she sells skincare. Of course it's wrong to use filters. And somebody else joked, when she tells everyone it's olive oil and it's really a filter. And also JLo's been very adamant about one thing. So sure, it might not be olive oil, but allegedly it's not Botox either. Apparently she was encouraged to use Botox when she was in her early 20s. But she said, and I quote, "I haven't ever had Botox to this day. I'm not that person, I don't have anything against people doing that. It's just not my thing. I'm more about a natural approach to skincare." Okay, you know what, go on. Explain to me how filters are natural. I'll wait. I'm guilty of using them, but at least I'm honest about it. In 2023, Khloe Kardashian shared a glamorous photo on Instagram. It was like September, and she was almost unrecognizable to her millions of followers. So she captioned this photo, "Old photo, but I like it." She had this super high blonde ponytail, bold eyebrows, and in an attempt to tone down the hate from people who were like, "You got a whole new face," she turned off the comments on the highly filtered picture. Now yes, she has confessed to digitally amending her photos in the same way she throws on makeup, gets her nails done, or wears a pair of heels to present herself to the world the way she wants to be seen, and she will continue to be unapologetic about it, just like her sister, just like more family members we're gonna get to in a moment, but like, girl, if you're unrecognizable. To finish off the Kardashian-Jenner family, the matriarch, Kris Jenner, she's been caught drastically editing her photos over the years, with I think the most famous example perhaps being when she shared a heavily filtered photo of herself with Gordon Ramsay. We know this photo, come on folks. In the photo, Gordon was almost unrecognizable after his trademark forehead wrinkles were suspiciously smoothed out as he posed next to a similarly unblemished Kris. The two of them were like glowing. Now the situation was made all the more awkward when Gordon shared his own unedited photo that revealed both of their natural faces. Let's see. Oh, 2022. Kris notoriously deleted her birthday tribute to somebody after she accidentally included an unedited photo of herself with Kim in the post. And the fans were like, hey, what's going on? But here's the thing. I think the filtering reached new levels last year when Kris shared a video of herself that was so bad, people thought it was AI generated. So technically, makeup artist Samara Kuzami is the one who shared the footage, but it also appeared on Kris's main grid and in the feeds of anybody who followed her. So set over the audio of a Keeping Up with the Kardashians clip, the video shows Kris smiling for the camera and was captioned, "The momager, Kris Jenner for today's #glam." Well, her skin was unnaturally smooth, completely wrinkle-free, and a lot of folks were like, hey, Kris, embrace your age, this filter is ridiculous. Somebody else echoed, WTF, this is the fakest filter ever. A third asked, what the is happening, that's not her face, and just the filter was too much. Like, come on, you're not fooling anybody, it's just ridiculous. On December 25th of 2022, Paula Abdul shared some photos from the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star's home, where she mingled with celebrity guests and danced the night away, with Paris Hilton serving as a DJ. And she captioned this little photo, "At Kathy Hilton always throws the most fabulous holiday party. Merry Christmas, I hope everyone is having a wonderful day relaxing, celebrating, and surrounded by friends and family. Sending you lots of love and holiday cheer." Real cute, really great. So we've got Paula Abdul and Kathy Hilton. Now, a lot of people noticed really fast that Paula Abdul was looking pretty different in these photos. And this entire Instagram post went on to be dubbed a Photoshop fail, and fans were like, we have things to say. So, look. People said that Paula looked like a completely different person. That's how bad the Photoshop was. Somebody else added they didn't realize it was her. A third person asked if the account got hacked. It didn't look like Paula. Now, granted, she did look like herself a bit more in some of the photos that didn't have Kathy Hilton. There was one with Heidi Klum where she very much looked like herself. It's just really sad to see.